Hi there, welcome to the motorcycle shop. My name is Colin, and I actually run all the parts department here, handle some of the sales, and also do some of the repairs and set up things for work. Let me show you in the back real quick and show you what we got going on today. Here's our back workshop area. Right here we have Blake, one of our mechanics. He's actually working on a Honda Metropolitan right now that came in for some service work. He's just putting everything back together right now. We went through and cleaned out the carburetor, drained out all the old fuel, checked the battery and tested it. Actually had to replace the battery and get a new one in there just because it sat a little bit too long. Button everything down up right now. Everything's running great on it now after cleaning the carburetor out, getting new fuel in. One of the previous or preventative maintenances that you can do for your bike is just make sure to run it throughout the season. It is the winter season right now. A lot of people are just letting their stuff sit. If we can just go through and check things out, we can even help you out here, bring it on up, and we can go from there. Moving on over here, we do also handle bigger bikes. This is a Triumph. What we have going on right here is a customer, another previous letting it sit for too long. Had to actually replace the rotors on the bike. We had one that actually cracked. Just been sitting for too long, rust builds up, improper maintenance. We're just going through doing new rotors, new pistons, new seals, everything like that. We get into pretty much everything here today. And that's one that we have going on today that we just got the parts in for. Over here is Patrick. Patrick is one of our other mechanics. Right here he's working on another basic scooter, getting it up and running properly. Having some fuel delivery issues, and we're going to go through, check the petcock, go through the fuel lines, make sure everything's working properly. Something we always do is check the battery, get it on a tester, make sure that's still in life. If not, we go ahead and replace them. Something about batteries that a lot of people don't know, they're not like car batteries. These small cell batteries are a lot smaller than your average car. As you see, the size of my hand will fill up the whole battery pretty much. If you're not constantly charging and discharging these batteries, especially a lead acid filled battery, the lead acid filled batteries will actually seize and start to mold together and break down the cells and not let them fully charge up all the way. So the best thing to do is constantly discharge and recharge your battery regularly, especially if you're not going to ride it in the winter seasons, or get a trickle charger. From there, we go back into our workshop area even further. A lot of things that we have back here, older customer bikes, little projects that we have going on. As you see, we have plenty of storage for everyone's bike here. We don't leave anything outside in the weather. We like to keep our customers' bikes treated as the same way we treat our own. And then from there, we just go to work on them. So right here, Patrick's actually reinserting the diaphragm from a carburetor that he previously took off and cleaned out. Some of the things that go into cleaning the carburetor are fully disassembling the carburetor. As you see, there's a lot of moving components inside of the carburetor that most people don't realize. A lot of people, their first thing to do is go ahead and replace the carburetor, but when actually we can go ahead and simply clean out the carburetor. There's usually gunk and things like that built up in the bottom of the carburetor that we can get cleaned out, clean out the jets and everything as well. That way fuel will actually pass through them. And right now he's actually in the process of just reassembling the carburetor or reinstall on the scooter and see if it fires up. 9 times out of 10, this is pretty much the culprit of having a scooter not start over letting it sit in the season. Alright guys, so some of the services that we do carry here are your basic maintenance, oil changes, spark plugs, things like that. We also do get into full overhauls of bikes as far as doing a full service going from front to back on the bike to make sure everything's properly working, especially after a long sit through the winter. It's always a good idea to have the bike checked out, make sure everything's working properly before you jump on it and take off for a nice ride. We also do other things as far as you saw with the brake job that we were doing for that Triumph. We do get in a little bit more here and there, so if you have any questions, the best thing to do is just give us a call up here at the motorcycle shop and we can go from there and see what we can do for you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.